Welcome to Faith in 5, a weekly video devotional designed to discuss practical spiritual concepts in 5 minutes or less. I'm your host, Mark Vandella. A couple weeks ago, I actually took the opportunity to lock myself in a classroom surrounded by whiteboards. I literally locked myself in there for 4 to 5 hours. I shut my phone off. I put it on airplane mode. I didn't answer any emails, any texts, anything. And I just spent time thinking. And the reason I did it is because recently I was at the Global Leadership Summit for 2017, and I heard a message by Juliet Funt, and her message was titled The Strategic Pause. And see, her whole business is white space at work. How do we find that? Everybody's looking for that edge, right? How do I accomplish more and do more? And most of us just work harder. We work longer. And she says that's not where the gold is. The gold is in the white space. It's in the strategic pause. And see, that challenged me. I took a ton of notes and I thought, you know what, I haven't done that in a long time. I've been running. And she says that the problem is most of us, we do 100% exertion and 0% thoughtfulness. That's powerful. If we're running at 100 or 110%, right, that's what we all want, then we're 0% thoughtful about what we're doing. And she says that our best work comes in the pause. It's in that pause where we do the most, the best, the heavy lifting that equips us to go out and do things that are strategic and thoughtful. And see, I don't think that it's unique to Juliet and her message. God talks about this over and over and over in the Bible. And one of my favorite passages that really inspire a pause, a strategic pause, is from Psalm 46. Psalm 46, 4-7 says this. It says that there's a river whose streams make glad the city of God. This is a holy space where the Most High dwells. See, God is within her, and she will not fail us. Just whenever I stop long enough to sit by water, or I think about a river, or I'm at a river, whatever it is, water for some reason is peaceful, it's tranquil. And it's almost like God's painting a picture for us. Look, there is a place that you can go. And when you show up there in these peaceful, tranquil places, God will also show up. It says that it makes glad the people, the city of God. These are the people of God, right? When they show up in this space, God is also there. It says God will help her at the break of day. And it's almost like this is that strategic designed space. This isn't like white space that we get lucky enough to have like an extra hour here because something canceled. This is strategic. And this is almost suggesting if you could just design into your life a period of time at the very beginning of each day that you can pause, you can breathe, you can reflect, God will help you at the break of that day. And you may not be a morning person. I'm not advocating for absolutely it has to be in the morning, but it does suggest that scheduling it, like making a time that you show up for white space, is where we experience that pause and we experience God in new ways. It says that while nations are in uproar and kingdoms all around the river fall, right? Even when I had to push pause on all of my technology because it feels like every email, every Facebook message, everything's going to fall apart. But while all that's happening all around this river, this tranquil, peaceful place, God lifts his voice and the earth melts. The Lord is alongside us. He is with us. See, Juliet goes on in her message to talk about giving our brain, our hearts, and our souls this rest, this pause. It gives us a room to breathe, right? And when we take that room to breathe, she says that that's where the oxygen comes, where everything else catches fire. And so if you haven't taken pause, if you haven't taken time for strategic pause and white space in your life, you're running on empty. And if you think you can't, like you don't have time because there's so much going on, that will never end. It will just keep going if you don't pause to take in the oxygen. Because then when you hit the ground running again, it's like the fire just explodes because it has enough air to breathe. This week, as you live out your faith, be strategic about this. Take it seriously. If you could do one thing for yourself this week, it would be to schedule white space. I don't care if it's first thing in the morning, you get up 10 minutes earlier, a half hour earlier, whatever it is, or at the end of your day, you sit in your car for an extra 10 minutes. Schedule white space. Don't find it accidentally because you won't use it well. Schedule time, schedule white space, schedule pause.